When playing Venomancer, punched up like that, just looking like they're just as toxic as the hero, you know?
Yeah.
They've got that gamer pose.
I mean, the only person with a straight posture is probably Cuckoo when it comes to playing Venomancer. Cuckoo.
Is that why it's
Cuckoo, as
cursed?
we like to call him. Yeah.
Is that why it's cursed? Doesn't have the gamer pose.
I've heard rumors that Cuckoo actually taught 33 how to play Venom. There you go. I mean, rumors, Jonathan. I don't want to expose too much truth here.
Smoke on smoke. Oh.
Okay. They have the Nightmare available from Kitrak, so any moment someone cops the Nightmare, chances are you are probably going to die. Wards are down here from Team Liquid. Sentry is there, though, from Saberlight, so they will go ahead and secure some easy gold here for Arteezy. Love to see it.
For Kitrak. You dropped
it was Kitrak. Yeah, it was for Kitrak. All right, I know. I'm going to correct myself, Jonathan. Give me a break. Nisha gets a Nightmare off. Kitrak, arrow is flying in. He is locked down here on the left track, and Nisha is gone. A beautiful setup from Shopify Rebellion. And first blood of all people will go to Yopaj.
Yeah, that's such a fantastic start for Yopaj. Gets to do a lot more in that mid. Gets to have that early bottle timing lining up for himself. Although it does look like he's shipping something else. He's sending out a null, just with a little bit more trading, a little bit more mana region to play with. It's not quite done with a chase.
No, Nightmare was taken at the very least from Insania, so Insania going to ensure that his Weaver does get away. Problem is he may not get away now, as Insania is going to go down. So the Nightmare into the Arrow setup so far has already provided Shopify Rebellion with 2 kills.
Yeah. And that's all they need, right? A little bit more activity out from the supports, just being able to set up like this. Kitrak goes for a hard reset already. Probably doesn't want to waste time walking back and trying to find a TP again, or TPing back and then walking back to lane. Still, great tone for Shopify early on. And again, you've got that great start for Yopaj, already having the null. Trades a little bit more up against Nisha in the mid. Mid lane matchup is not as topsy-turvy. This one's a lot more even for both sides. They've got a lot of nuking potential. Just clearing out all these waves. Rune control is the big part here. And that's where the threat of Shopify again comes into highlight. With Mirana, with a Bane coming in for 4 minutes and 6 minutes isn't too unfeasible. And it's going to be pretty scary to get a kill threat onto Nisha if he's not too careful here.
Absolutely. So that bottom lane, Boxy and 33, of course, against Kitrak and Arteezy. You kind of mentioned this during the draft phase, but you do have the Nightmare into the Blood Ride setup, and not really too hard to hit it, of course. It's in fact very, very easy to hit that combination, as Boxy's going to move in now with an Avalanche out onto Kitrak. This is kind of the issue, though, right? Because you do have some great counterplay here with the Venomancer and the Tiny. Every single time Kitrak does try to get aggressive, like, if a Gale connects onto Kitrak, he is in huge trouble.
That he is. And once you've got the follow-through from Boxy with a few more levels up with the toss back, I don't know how feasible it is for the Bane to just walk up there. It's not going to be the greatest feeling. However, Boxy is still stuck with one, not able to run down for the pull. Good cut off from Shopify. Arteezy, and despite being up against the Veno, early levels are lining up for him. And just this early willingness to trade for Kitrak, although
they're going to try and move in onto Arteezy. Arteezy already had the Blood Rite going, and in fact, it's Boxy taking too much damage. They'll turn back onto the Venomancer now with Kitrak. No kills to come out, though. At the very least, Shopify really holding their ground here. Not giving too much away to the side of Team Liquid. And I say not giving too much away, Arteezy's top of the CS board right now, so things are going pretty swimmingly.
That it is. Like the top lane as well for Mika, going pretty swimmingly as well. Not too far behind on that Weaver, pretty much at the same scoreline. It is fairly hard for the side of Liquid to fully punish Teal the core, and Saberlight is just a little bit too tanky to try to chase down as well. But the same thing goes for Shopify. They can't really pin down a Weaver. They can't really line up for an arrow combo. You don't have a Storm to easily ignite the Cinderbrew as well, or to just kind of try to snipe the range creep without expanding the arrow. And Insania's doing a great job just chasing Teal the core. Ooh.
Oh, chases on Teal the core. He's going to go down, but Saberlight's now on the chase for Insania. Should have him eventually. Insania trying his best to survive, and in fact, Saberlight will not have him. Not quite enough control nor damage to take down the Rubik, so a nice little support pick off here from Team Liquid. That'll be all she wrote.
I like that read from Liquid. They saw one leap being expended early by Teal the core. They isolate him in a good choke spot. And they get the lift back in the Swarm. The Swarm connects, they get the lift back, and they just run him down. Really great read, knowing that 2 jumps probably aren't enough. You've got enough time to just get the extra attack out with the Geminate on Mike. And that minus armor early on does hurt a lot. Saberlight, not really able to do much. Again, it's hard to connect with Miranda there. Just going for the pull, but it's not the healthiest.
Saberlight again going to be in huge trouble. Saberlight being chased down. Insania with the lift out. Does at least have the Storm Brawler form, so it is proving to be a little bit challenging to actually secure the kill, and Saberlight is actually going to make it out just fine. Even had a Lotus in case he needed it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Kitrak looking to set up here onto the Venomancer, but you don't have the Mirana with an arrow to set up properly, so just the Bloodright going to connect. It does still make sure that 33 does not feel too comfortable here on the Venomancer. Though I say that, Kitrak may have gone a little bit too far that time around, just copping a Gale on his way out. Overall, though, I think Shopify pretty much coming out ahead at this bottom lane. Pretty happy with the way things are going.
They are, and they're also getting a lot out of mid now. And they managed to take off the water runes, no top up for Nisha, no one dying for that bottle refill as well. So Yopaj is really starting to pull ahead at a good amount here.
Lacour landing a very nice arrow. No setup for that one, but he managed to land it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, 33 also being caught out, is surely going to go down. And will. Arteezy will secure the kill himself off the back of a beautiful setup here from Kitrak once again. And both their side lanes going really damn well now as they found both the Weaver and the Venom. In fact, another arrow coming out will land onto Insania top lane. Here, Lacour, he is landing these arrows left, right, and center. Though it may cost them Saberlight's life. Can he get an evade? Not quite. Saberlight is gone.
Still worthwhile overall for the side of Shopify. They're finding some severe punishment out on top. They're getting a lot out of mid, having all of these lanes stuck up, denying Nisha some rune control early on, and just playing their lanes really well. I love this understanding from Shopify. I love the shake-up in the draft. Again, it's just early activity that felt a little bit harder to pull off in the last game.
Arrow.
Find a Nightmare Arrow.
It's just too easy. As long as the Lacour has a TP or a way to get down towards the Bane, Kitrak will be able to set up with him every single time, and that's going to be another kill being fed the way of Arteezy. Now 2-0-1 as they're going to head into the mid lane. Nisha going to be very, very cautious because Thea Lacour, again, has just not been missing. He'll throw an arrow out, and it's going to land. Thea Lacour, he did have some help there from Yopaj, but again, this man is just not missing today.
No, and forces a full rotation onto mid. Insania and Boxy having to show up. At the very least, Insania and Nisha does manage to get the bottle refill off of Boxy, so he does have some play in this lane left, but you're seeing just how well Shopify is now playing as a unit. And this is, again, this is exactly what they need to do with this kind of draft. Just coordinated movements out from the supports, connecting onto that mid, trying to take control of the runes. They get the deny and the invis on the way out, and just force all of this attention out. And in solo lane, Saberlight has no threat of dying, so he's free to farm. Arteezy as well is very free to just keep farming down bot. And you're just working the map so well. There's no threat of invasion on the Wisdom Rune. So you're going to get some good EXP spikes coming out here for Teal Lacour. No contest. And for the side of Liquid, they're the ones that aren't really able to connect just yet. They're going to need some build up. They need some levels to really be up here on 33. And that's where the Venomancer is really hurting. Like, the CS isn't amazing, sure, but he's behind so much in EXP, almost a full level behind in comparison to Arteezy, 2 levels behind at this moment. Like, without the threat of Noxious Plague coming out, you can't really hope to try to burst down some of these heroes and go into a push anytime soon. There's nothing for Nisha to connect into just yet.
You can certainly feel the kind of tension here down in that bottom lane at 33, just not feeling safe at all to even just stand by the creep wave at this point. So Arteezy well and truly just getting all the free farm he could ask for here. Not going to spoil great news for Mike either, because this is a direct counter towards the Weaver. Mid lane, Kitrak looking for a Nightmare, is going to find one. Very nice position here from the Bane to set up onto the Leshrac once again. And Nisha cannot survive it. Yopaj, he will take the kill on the Zeus. And I've got to give props to Kitrak, John. As a Bane spammer myself, he has been very well positioned this game.
That he has. Just finding the right angles in to set up for these kills. Knowing the timing, getting some few pivotal right clicks off while the Nightmare's up. Just adding some chip damage to help clean up. It's been doing a lot of work. 7-3 for Shopify. kind of reminiscent of game one almost. Their early game was also really strong, but this one does feel a lot more dominant with how confident they are. Like, they still hang around the triangle. They've got good forward vision to watch that ramp. They want to keep going. They want to just keep playing with this pick-off potential that Nightmare Hour provides them every single time.
I appreciate that little ward on the high ground as well, just to really ensure that if somebody does get their way into the triangle from the dire end, they're just going to be caught out anyway. Well, they're on the hunt. Insane is going to spot out the Lacour, heading into Nisha, who's already been caught here by Saberlight. And that is the key right now for Shopify. Just shut down this left rack. Do not allow Nisha the game he wants. Though Nisha is still running, but the Lacour will jump in with the leap and ensures they will secure. Is the Mirana still alive, though Boxy is chasing him down. They cannot secure the kill quite yet. Mickey's going to move it. He'll find the Mirana, but they'll lose Boxy in the meantime. And now Mickey needs his own way out and will just use the Sakuchi to be able to get his way out. The Saberlight still thinking about continuing the chase onto Insania, but does think better of. But look at this, Jonathan. All the stacks now being taken by Artesia in the ground. That's not a fun time for Liquid at all.
No, that's the full recovery that's lined up there for Nisha. At very least, the triangle does have at least one stack on the smaller camp, but it's not something that they really have control over. That ward they dropped earlier from that rotation. And get the sentry down as well to try to clear up, but they still have that forward vision. It's not something you expect very early on to watch that spot. Kitrak still hanging around. I mean, Arteezy's just so confident, and he's playing around this strong javelin timing as well. This is what we were looking for from Miko with a Weaver, but it's Arteezy to show up in the Bloodseeker here.
Drop shot onto Insania. Arrow is going to be blocked here from Nisha. He does kind of take the bullet. They'll find Kitrak with the toss-back play from Boxy, and now the chase is on to try and see if they can get Arteezy, who did cop the poison, the Noxious Plague. The chase is still going from Mickey onto the Bloodseeker. Arteezy, which way do you go? The answer is just straight down. He is just dead, and so is Yopaj. They overextend, they overstay their welcome in that mid lane, and it cost them just so much. Even Theo Lacour's not out of the woods yet. The chase is on from Mickey. And Theo, he's out of leap charges. He is just as good as dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oof. That's where things go south for Shopify. If they're not able to open up with Nightmare setup and to just chain disables onto one, or even just get an actual setup onto one in the wider team fight just to cut them off from getting their spells off, and they get punished. Just not in a good position there. Overstaying their welcome. Great read from Liquid to find their punishment at last. Great activity for Mika to find with his own timing, right? We were talking about that javelin. He has it up, and he shows up as well. He's willing. He knows how much damage that Geminate attack does. Just with a lucky proc or two. So he is getting some work done. Still a Shopify, not held back. Will smoke up. Their God's Rat at the ready. Really good forward ward here to watch. And try to spot out Insania.
Well, Nisha's going to show on the creep wave, I think. They'll just turn right back around if they see the left track show up in the mid wave. And here we go. They do turn it back around. They love picking off this left track every single time. If they can get within range to set up for the Nightmare or even just the Fiend's Grip, Yopaj will take down the tier 1 tower. Nisha knows something's wrong, and Kitrak's already there to cut him off. There's just no escape from this Bane, or is there? Boxy will cancel the Fiend's Grip, but it means nothing. Nisha will still drop. And Shopify Rebellion will just continue to punish every single time.
They've really slowed down Nisha's game. Right barely above 33 in terms of net worth. Saberlight finds Insania hanging around up top, again with a really good ward, watching that area behind the tier 1 tower as well, just in case. I mean, this vision game from Shopify, look at it. Like, really good ward by the tier 2 on mid, complementing that ramp ward. Still, Kitrak
has been caught. He'll go for the Nightmare onto Mickey, but is still going to die. Yopaj seeing if he can just secure the kill onto Boxy, but will not be able to do so quite yet. Though Mickey may be going a bit far, but no, he's all right. He is okay. It looked close, a little bit too close for comfort, but he does manage to get away.
Does bail out. It does cost some time lapse, but it's not the longest cooldown spell. It does force out Yopaj with Thunder God's Wrath, so don't have to worry about that global nuking presence anytime soon. Shopify, though, they're using the space so well. Again, Saberlight's just camping top, getting kills, shoving in the lane. Radiant's only one part off now for our Brewmaster once more. Arteezy, he's got the full Maelstrom up. He's got free reign as well in the spot jungle with the tier 1 still standing. Liquid aren't able to play around his push potential that the Venomancer and the Lesh can really provide. They are bringing Nisha down now.
Radiant's bottom
They can
tower
start to
is
try
under
to take some
attack.
control back in this area. They need to set some forward vision out. They need to try to punish, because with Shopify and their vision game, they're just going to be across the river every time. They're so damn secure here. There's just nothing holding them back right now.
Saberlight? I mean, he's pretty far forward up at that top lane. Boxy's going to join him. The thing is, Saberlight, he's got teammates right behind him, so it's a bit of a bait play.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Liquid, they won't commit all the way anyway, seeing that Thea Lacour was right behind him. Seems like they're even going to find a nice damage amp group here for the side of Shopify Rebellion. Gopaj will go ahead and pick that one up for himself. Shopify, they are certainly the ones looking to continue hunting. Mid lane, they're going to look at Boxy on that mid tiny, rather the support tiny. But maybe it's a little bit too far. Like, even if you have the setup with the Nightmare, it is right by the tier 2 mid tower. May not be really worth their time.
Shadows, take us.
I mean, they'll pop the Moonlight Shadow. They are running right into a Sentry Ward of the Dire. Nisha, though, has been spotted, and the jump is there. Saberlight with no hesitation. Even the arrow set up from Thea Lacour just in case.
Dire structure.
They want more. Saberlight rushing right onto Boxy, looking for the Tiny. Will not find him, but instead finds 33. Will Cyclone him up pretty much immediately, but there's no teammates coming in. Seems like the rest of Shopify already looking to back their way out, as Saberlight had different ideas for himself, but will hand his own life away. Maybe a bit of a disconnect. Second game in a row where it feels like Saberlight's jumping in on his own, and the rest of his team just do not want to commit.
Yeah, just a little bit cut off. I get the want to play around his vision they dropped by the tier 2, but again, it's such a risky spot. Good punishment out from the side of Liquid. You've got the full Gleipnir, and now for Mika as well, was flying in at the tail end of that fight, and he is going straight for the Lincoln, so he's getting some protection out from the Bane setup. Let's see if they can keep this momentum up on Liquid, but doesn't feel like the smoke is going to really pan out to too much. Side of Shopify, while all of that happens, though, again, free space out for Arteezy, BKB 2 parts away. 1 part away, really, just a recipe left to farm up for. Gopaj, he's got his shard. Even his right-click damage is starting to amp up now. And Thea Lacour, for his part, just going for full sustain. Looks like we're going to be seeing the mech coming out from Marana in not too much time left here. Oh.
Nisha, he's around to try and help out Boxy. They will catch out Thea Lacour. Silence is there, so Thea Lacour will drop. Kid Rack, he's on the run. 33, Boxy and Nisha all still going for the chase, and with a nice toss in onto the Bane. He should be as good as dead. Kid Rack will indeed go down, and Team Liquid once again finding a couple supports for their trouble. Shopify Rebellion overextending just a little bit. And Liquid, they want more. They aren't done yet. They want Saberlight on top.
Dire are scanning.
Boxy has not got the blink up yet. They will break the smoke. They'll know the Brewmaster is around.
Radiant's
Can they actually
bottom
secure the
tower
kill?
is under attack.
Toss is there. They will catch out the Brew this time. With the Orchid out, they'll have enough damage and control. Shopify Rebellion suddenly losing 3 down at that bottom lane.
Yeah, it goes back, right, to what we were saying earlier. The tier 1 tower had to fall for Liquid to start playing in this area. Once it falls, they get this really good forward vision right below the cliff spot by the Rune Ward, by the Rune, and right on that cliff as well, watching that forward jungle down bot, and they get the punishment. They needed that tower to fall. They managed to play around that area now. And again, they've got the confidence with Mika having that Gleipnir, just a little bit more control, a lot more damage coming in. They can start taking control of some of these fights. Artur, he still wants to wait for that full BKB, which is only 100 gold away. That's going to be the big difference maker for Shopify at this point going forward. But they've got to tighten up the coordination once again on Shopify. They need to connect with Saberlight a little bit better. Ensure that, you know, if the split is there and he's running chasing heroes down, you need to be ready to keep that chase up. The Orchid pickup as well from 33 is just doing a ton of work. Like, in this Venomancer suddenly popping up with a lot of impact despite a slower lane. And did catch Shopify by surprise. They'll try to counterplay now with a smoke. This is the BKB reveal for Arteezy here. We want a big one here.
I mean, mid lane, they are having a bit of a gander here, seeing if somebody will show up, but nobody quite yet. Sania in position to break any smokes near the tier 2 tower. They will infiltrate that dire triangle, but nobody's hanging around. So the smoke will really amount to nothing. They'll just secure the dire triangle farm and they'll take those stacks away. Problem is Team Liquid are just not stressed at all. They are still farming well and truly all across the map. 33. Oh, he's going to TP out in time. Yopash could not find the cancel. We are going to have a quick pause out from Saberlight. But yeah, this smoke, I mean, they roam across the map, but nothing really comes out of it. The Team Liquid successfully just avoiding the gank altogether, and it almost feels reminiscent of Game 1, right? Like, just, you're unable to find these pickoffs, you give a couple kills back the way of Liquid, and suddenly the game just feels too even.
And it does. Like, it feels like Shopify needs to keep just rolling with these punches. And keep, well, okay. 300 ping up.
Ping for RTZ.
All right, we've got some lag. All right, it is what it is. It's a drink break for all of them, I suppose. Chug some Monster.
That's fine. Indeed. I wonder if Team Liquid want to try and force a fight now that they know that they were smoked up together. It seems like they're more than happy to just keep the farm game going. I mean, Mickey is getting to the point now where he's going to work on towards that Lincoln Sphere, and of course that's going to be making it impossible to really kill him off.
They're not quite in position to get a full grouped up smoke, but they can slowly collapse onto this triangle area. Pings were coming out. They have a rough idea as to where the side of Shopify is kind of connecting at the moment. I mean, as this game scales on as well, I don't think it simplifies too much for Shopify. It simplifies somewhat for the side of Liquid. Again, they have a little bit more AoE coming out. Nisha just walks into Kitrak, huh? Nightmare onto Kitrak himself.
Oh, but the arrow
But it works
still
out.
lands anyway. And Nisha's gone.
Ah. Right after Nisha's tip as well onto Kitrak for the Stealth Nightmare.
Oh, what can you do? I mean, it happens, doesn't it? Sometimes you get a little bit cocky. It happens.
It happens to the best of us. Still, nice little pick up for Shopify. Leads into this direct push onto the bot tier 1. They could start to consider Roshan. Maybe it feels a little bit safer once you have your shard up on RTZ, which he does have the gold for. Looking for mid, though.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No set up yet.
Tower is under attack.
We'll leave it be for now. Back into the dire triangle Shopify go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Team Liquid, again, very split across the map. Like, Mickey's just pushing in the top lane. 33 is just farming the dire jungle. Insanity is just holding the mid lane for now by himself.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I feel like both teams are more than happy to just kind of sit back and relax.
Under attack.
My main concern, again, is going to be once Mickey has the Lincoln Sphere. Like, Shopify, they might have just too many issues trying to control the Weaver up after that Lincoln's is available. Because you also have the issue of Nisha working towards a BKB himself in the Leshrac, and while that may be a while away, it still may just be the turning point for Team Liquid once those defensive items are available.
Yeah, I would actually say even just having this Bloodstone changes the story quite a fair bit for Nisha. As long as he's able to pop the active if he's jumped, bursting him down it's going to take a lot out from Shopify, and it's going to provide some angles for Mika to already just utilize that slipperiness, try to whittle them down while they're wasting off their nuke and control.
What is that?
On Tanisha. What is what?
Well, what is the Tormentor, Jonathan? What is that? I mean, it's a Weaver bug, but what's it attached to?
The heart of the Tormentor, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was.
The root transform, yes, that's a term. That's a root transform in the rig, I think. I don't know.
Well, they'll find both Tormentors. 33's about to die, though, and he does. Oh, no.
Oh, just a little bit late.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Run, boys.
Oh, God.
It's not safe.
Whoop. No.
It happens. Sometimes you forget who you're playing against, John. Bloodseeker's having the greatest time of his life right now. Everyone's low in HP.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh my goodness. Boxy will give his own life away. Welcome to Clownfall, John. Welcome to Clownfall. Look at this.
You gotta love it.
The first 33 dies, gives it away. Thunder God's Wrath comes in. Oh, goodness. I mean, just the shredders here, the meat grinder.
Oh, yeah. Speed Racers online. You gotta love that interaction with Tormentor. You force it out at 20 minutes, you drop low. Bloodseeker gives you the vision. Yopaj just a second late to secure that kill onto tier 33, but it gets them everything else. Yeah. It evens out the game, 17 to 13, 1k lead out from Shopify. And really great BKB reveal out as well from Arteezy. Has the full basher up to keep that chase and keep them pinned down, so that control for Mickey doesn't feel as difficult now, as long as Arteezy gets lucky with his hits. You're even getting that scaling up on Yopaj. Manta up, Shard up, going to the BKB Octarine that you tended to see. See if this hunt comes out successful with Moonlight. There's a little bit of a smoke from Liquid, but they might be able to isolate Saberlight.
They may. Saberlight's not going to go through the twin gates. You do have a Gleipnir on Mickey to hold him down, but it doesn't matter. Twin gates are still working. Roshan's available, by the way. In Shopify Rebellion, they are right in front of the pit. Team Liquid, they could hope to go through the twin gates and try to contest this, but it is rather risky without vision. And so Shopify Rebellion, they will indeed just go right for the Roshan attempt. And Team Liquid, instead of trying to contest, it seems as though they're going to go through the top lane. Try to get a tower or two out of this, and within Nisha, we'll find a mid-tier 1 tower in the meantime. But Roshan, pretty big objective to just be taken by Shopify for free. And I'm sure Shopify now perhaps looking for a bit of a fight here up against Team Liquid. They'll smoke up, they'll go right through the twin gates back towards the top of the map. See if they can cut anyone off. Only Yopaj will stay behind.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're going to try for Boxy and Mickey. Mickey's still at that top lane, pushing in the T2 tower. Hitrak just wrapping around the long way, trying to find the Weaver, and will catch him, though the Avalanche is going to cancel off the Fiend's grip, so Mickey still has a chance of getting out, but he has been ruptured. He'll go for the time lapse, but it's not going to be it. He is down, so is Boxy. And I almost thought that smoke was going to be a little bit too obvious after Roshan, but apparently not.
The pings were made by Liquid. They expected the movement down. The rest of the team left, but Mickey and Boxy just wanted to get a little bit more for trading away Roche. They wanted to chip away this tier 2. Leaves it at 324 HP. Good damage done, but not enough to justify that. Shopify, 2k lead off the back of that. Aegis still handily on Arteezy. It did cost them the split, but they find a big hero. And they also get the read on that Linken's really well. I mean, we mentioned it being a great counter to all of this control in Shopify, but they have so much single target control that you can literally throw any spell, cancel off the Linken's, get the vision out with Zeus, and just get the catch anyway.
Saberlight going on to Insania. They will lock him down with a very nice avalanche from Boxy. He's got no primal split, so Saberlight is going to go down, and so will the Lacour, as Mickey's going to look for another chase. The bugs do not really connect on anything, but the Moonlight Shadow will eventually wear off, so Mickey just wants to keep up the vision. Arteezy also still around the area, but Mickey does indeed just go after the creep wave. Gives up on the chase. They already found 2 heroes basically for free anyway, so Team Liquid will be more than happy with that. Shopify, it's back to the drawing board. At the very least, you don't lose the Aegis.
You don't lose the Aegis. It's also a really awkward time to force a fight. Anyway, again, no split available here for Saberlight. So it's a little less comfy in trying to get that control. Trying to get that the set of follow-ups that you'd need to kind of pop Linken's and get that chain control out to pin down the Weaver. The side of Shopify, again, still maintaining that marginal lead. Arteezy going back for the Scotty now instead of finishing up the Mjolnir. That's a little bit more stats to pad out here. Yopaj already pretty much has the Octarine ready, just needing the Tiara. So he's going to have a lot more presence in these team fights, way more spamability, especially with the Thunder God's Rat. And just so much information. I think that's one big part as well for Shopify, right? They have Moonlight to sneak around, they have Thunder Gods to kind of spot out and play off of this Thirst vision as well. So they just have so many ways of looking for these fights that you don't really have the same vision game coming out here from the side of Liquid. Yes, you have Venom Wards, but it's not really doing too much right now for the side of Liquid. Just the information 33 can provide it hasn't really been felt in this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Team Liquid, I mean, they are still grouped up down to that bottom tier 2 tower. They will try to secure the tier 2. So they'll be able to get away with it, no problem.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Shopify Rebellion, no rush to try and force another fight yet. It seems like they're more than happy to just sit back and perhaps even just let the Aegis expire with the way things are going. Only about a minute 20 left on that Aegis timing.
Dire's top tower is under
They're still
attack.
grouped up in the mid lane, maybe looking to try and secure the tier 2 mid tower before it does go. Team Liquid not looking too interested at all in forcing a fight though, so perhaps no defense to come.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now, I guess you could pressure the bottom tier 3 a little bit if you are Team Liquid and just force them back, but it doesn't seem like even that's really going to happen. Arteezy gets the mid tier 2.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
33 is going to be careful up the top lane because Kitrak was having a look for a nightmare, but does think better of it. The rest of Liquid still grouped up. They'll go for a 4-man smoke up here. They're going to run right into Saberlight by the looks of it. Saberlight, the closest target here to Boxy. Boxy can have his smoke broken. Will make the jump with the Avalanche and the toss back into Nisha, trying to blow up the Brewmaster, and they've got it. A great start here for Liquid. Shopify, though, they are still around. They still look like they're thinking about the fight. But I think without the Brewmaster Primal Split, it is not really advised.
Certainly not. Aegis about to expire as well for Arteezy. So that window of opportunity goes away. Love what Liquid's doing. They're just playing around the vision they have, right? They only have a ward watching the spot jungle, so they can watch the entry if the side of Shopify does want to kind of try to hunt down Liquid, and they can just keep hugging this area with the protection they do have. Shopify, for their part, felt really secure in this area as well. They've got 2 wards watching right across the river. So that leads to them just kind of trying to poke around there and giving that opportunity out to Liquid. Mind you, Shopify is still in a good position, but not able to really capitalize.
They're going to lock down the Bloodseeker. Orchid is out as well. He's got a BKB though, so Arteezy just gonna hold out for now. Boxy looking to jump in onto a support. Nisha also jumping on a Kitrak, so they do find the Bane. They'll find the Mirana to boot. It's a great start for Liquid. Chase is on now for Saberlight. They're even going to find the Brewmaster. Lock him down with the Orchid, though. He's still just running his way out of there. Mickey can keep the chase up and has the damage to take down the Brew. So 3 suddenly down for Shopify Rebellion. And Team Liquid, they don't even break a sweat for that.
Yeah. It's just nice and easy. Isolating the side of Shopify, jumping the back line. Good flank maneuver out from Nisha to just find the cutoff and ignoring Arteezy completely, knowing that he's just a little bit too strong with a BKB still on hand. They're trying to force it out early, but even if it's not out, you can clear out everyone else. And again, they're not able to play with Saberlight. He's in a different flanking area. He's not able to get the split off. He's away from his team. And Liquid are just punching this mild split up of Shopify. If the 3 cores aren't hanging together with the supports, then it just kind of falls flat. Liquid as a whole have been playing as 5. Right, again, they've been hugging bot. They make that movement up top together, collapsing on the area at the same time. The coordination of Liquid's just on point, which is exactly what you'd expect from this team. Even with 33 on for, what was it, 5 months? Yeah, they've got that coordination on lockdown now. And they get the 6k lead, 19-19. Shopify, they'll try out with a smoke. They need to get the split off from Saberlight. Without that, it just falls flat here.
BKB now available on Mickey. That is going to make life even more challenging. BKB just coming out on the courier.
Radiant are scanning.
Shopify Rebellion look like they're going to go through the bottom jungle on the Radiant side and head maybe towards the Dire triangle. Mickey is around that area, but it's going to be a little bit challenging to get all the way to that Weaver. Into the triangle they go. Ping's coming out towards the Tormentor. But Mickey is just fine. He'll get back towards the base. And no one gets caught. Like, this is basically a relocation smoke from Shopify at the end. Not really what they wanted. And of course, in the meantime, Team Liquid are just casually farming. Like, there's no pressure at all on these guys.
No. They're getting that build up. They're going to get the Wind Waker onto Nisha next. No one's lining up for a Nullifier anytime soon. They'll go for their own smoke play now in Liquid.
Arteezy's the closest target. If they ran right back into their triangle, they'd see the Bloodseeker. Insania's barely going to miss out on him. Instead, they're heading down directly south, seeing if they can find the rest of Shopify Rebellion, and they will for now. Mikea, Great Gleipnir will find 2 targets. The Core is the first one to go down by the looks of it. The Mirana is gone. Ingo's Sableye with the Primal Split, but just look at the damage coming up from Nisha. The Fiend's Grip, it's already been cancelled off. Kidrak is down. The rest of Shopify just trying to creep skip while they can, but it's very messy from the boys. Or even Sableye still kind of sticking around, hoping for it. Oh, Boxy!
Oh,
Boxy
God.
gets him. TP cancelled. That'll be another 3 for Team Liquid. And another fight where Shopify just really never even starts.
No. It just doesn't begin again. They're just slightly split apart. Liquid, again, finds this good choke onto the supports. Saberlight, he popped his split, had to pop back out because he's just melting. They've got a lot of AoE damage on the side of Liquid. Almost the same issue from game 1 where he needs that level 20 talent to be up, but Saberlight's so far away from level 20 here. It's just not durable enough in these Brewlings. There's no threat with how farmed up Nisha is, with how much damage he's pumping out with Pulse Nova and the Edict. And now Liquid, they can just look for that push. Roche coming out as well in a few seconds. Can shift gears after taking the last outer tower of Shopify. And they're in a good spot to do so. Shopify, for their part, it feels like the transition from early to mid game into later parts of the game, into like transitioning from like 10 to 15 into the 15 to 20 mark is where it kind of has been falling flat for Shopify. Like, again, it's just a little bit, maybe a little bit too much farm, a little bit more displaced. Saberlight not able to connect, and it's coming into the 30 minutes, just making the game a lot harder for them after a smooth start. 12k lead for the side of Liquid. Everything lined up. They finally get their blink up on Insania. They've got the full Daedalus out on Mike, and he's already been shredding these supports. The Daedalus just ensures that it happens much, much faster. Still, they're both in the right spot for the map. They both know Roche is the focal point here.
Scan is out. Well, no, Liquid are around the twin gates. Moonlight Shadow will be popped, but that was spotted, I believe, by 33. Arrow to fly out and scout. Or Mickey. No, he won't cop it. Roshan will be the one to take the arrow. Saberlight now getting jump boxy, looking to set up right onto that Brewmaster. See if they can blow him up before the fight even really starts. And he has gone down. Saberlight is out of the fight without flyback.
Oh, he gets bashed by Roche.
Oh, Arteezy gets bashed by Roshan. Arteezy got bashed by the damn Roshan. There was like 3 people around him. Well, what did he do wrong, Roshan?
That is just unfortunate. That's my God.
There was 3 other people.
Yeah, well, this guy in particular, Mike. This guy in particular needed a slap. True BKB. Not that it was a good fight anyway for Shopify, but yeah, great opener onto Saberlight again, preventing that split. And look at Arteezy. Just watch for that moment. He has BKB. He's trying to clean up, and look at this.
Oh, Roshan, come on, brother. What are you doing? What are you doing? First hit bash as well? Why is it always Arteezy?
He's just playing in a hard mode, Mike.
Arteezy must have done something in a prior life or so. Every single time the poor guy cops. Here we go. Kidrak's in trouble now. Kidrak's gone.
Oh boy, it's a hard game moving forward here for Shopify. Again, we're still a long ways off from the. This is a crazy spot for the Roach banner as well, mind you, right by the racks. But you know, it does take time away. They need to somehow work the split. They need to somehow find something here.
I mean, they're trying to pick off Mickey the first time. Problem is Sablight's been caught again. Nightmare will buy him the time to get the split off, and he does eventually get it. And finds the first Aegis. At least the first life off the Weaver. Noxious Plague out. Saberlight losing all his Broodlings already. The charge is there now from Team Liquid, trying to find Kitrak, and they will. The Bane is down. No buyback for Kidra. That was the dieback, in fact.
It's just how do you engage these fights? The split from Saberlight still feels big, but he can't fully commit anymore. These rulings just melt. Tanisha, it takes him so much to take care of the first life on Mika as well. He didn't even pop BKB throughout that fight. Heck, he hasn't popped it at all yet. It's still a fresh 9-second charge. I don't know how you find these angles for Shopify. It feels like it has to be, it still has to fall back to a good arrow, securing a good position for grip, but it feels impossible.
Boxy, another great setup here from Boxy. He's found Japoy this time. Japoy BKBs and gets the hell out of there. Meanwhile, Arteezy has jumped in on his own, but he's been bashed again, I believe, and it looks like he's just set to fall. He is down. Meanwhile, Saberlight. What did he even get stunned by?
Latent toxicity, I think.
Okay.
He popped spell immunity, debuffed it, and got stunned from it. Yeah,
Saberlight.
it's rough.
It is rough, taking a fair bit of damage. There's Theolacore. Theolacore will go down now. I mean, Japoy is still doing a decent job of just forcing them back with the Arc Lightning, but it's still a pretty challenging position for the side of Shopify Rebellion as the mid-ranks is still going to go down.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
On the top racks they go. Team Lick. I mean, really just nothing has stopped.
No. It just isn't. I just don't know what the play is for Shopify at this point.
Radiant's top tower has
Like,
fallen.
you just don't have a way of just repositioning these heroes. You have the split, you have the grip that can't safely be popping Kithrak. Yopash.
I mean, they're still trying. Saberlight also in, but they just leave. Mega creeps are up. There's no reason to stick around. Now, I mean, Team Liquid, it's just a waiting game. Shopify Rebellion, they've got a draft that doesn't exactly scale the best either. So it's a very awkward position now for Shopify Rebellion up against Team Liquid. Liquid just one solid team fight away from securing a 2-0 victory to start their day here at ESL One Birmingham.
Starting it in the right tone. Shopify, off to a rougher start, right, for their day if this does go 2-0. And it feels like they have such a great time in the first 15 to 20 minutes. And then it just suddenly falls flat. Again, they just don't connect in the way they'd want to. They overextend in some of these fights. They overstay their welcome in certain parts of the map. And the punishment's just so severe from Liquid. 31k lead up, Tormentor for them to take now as well. No problems at all here for Liquid. Free shard now for Nisha with a split earth. Even more nuisances in the middle of these fights on the high ground siege here for the side of Shopify. I don't know what saves you here on Shopify. Like, Yopaj is trying to go for the refresh. Double BKB, double Thunder God's Wrath is nice. Arteezy, he's got the Blink Dagger up with his Scotty. Can try to reposition. He does finally have his shard up to try to sustain through these fights as well. Just doesn't feel like any of this is enough. Like, the Wind Waker's going to be causing issues. Latent toxicity if it's cast before the BKBs.
Toss back,
a lot of
Saberlight.
work. Oh, fool.
Let's get caught. They kind of just didn't even believe they had him there for a moment. Team Liquid still looking to back off and play a little bit safer. Even with the 33k advantage. Not risking anything. Especially up until 33 comes back and joins the team, and here he comes. 4-man smoke out from Liquid. Okay, gonna rush in. Boxy immediately finds Kidrak here on the Bane, and Bane is gone. Arteezy's gonna try and fight this one out, but does need to retreat immediately as now. Well, Saberlight, he just gets deleted through the Primal Split. And Team Liquid looking to go right for the Jugular onto the tier 4 towers. How do you stop it? The answer is you probably don't, but they are going to give it a crack. Boxy now, another toss back right onto Japoy. That's Yopaj gone, and that's GG being made. Team Liquid. I'll tell you what, John, 2 games in a row where they were pretty far behind, but you wait to that 25-30.